YouTube, what is good? It's your boy Rich Man checking in, man. If I sound a little strange, it's because I got a little head cold. I thought it was something else. Being on the safe side, took a COVID test, came back negative. Got a little head cold, got some medication for it. Me being out there late nights, I ain't even gonna lie to you. And thinking that I'm dressed warm enough. I'm actually dressed warm enough, but then you come in the house and you take that hot shower to wind down and everything. Yeah, that plays a big role in it too. So with that being said, man, that is not why I have you guys on here today. The reason why I have you guys on here today is I actually have a box opening. And first of all, I want to thank you guys, man. Not waiting until the end of the year. I want to go ahead and thank you guys now for being a part of my YouTube family. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I have had a lot of people learn things. I have had a lot of people in my DM, in my comments, and everything else just asking questions. And I have got great results back from people saying, hey, thank you for helping me make the switch for my sunroof. Thank you for showing me how to lap my own valves, etc. With that being said, moving on, great progress. I've been in here doing some cleaning inside the house. It's raining a little off and on. I need to get out there and I need to cut my plexi. And the reason I'm saying I need to cut my plexi, I've been running trials, man, and I really want this interior thing to really pop. I'm pretty sure y'all saw the whole redesign of the doors and all. So yeah, so now we got to go back and we have to redesign or recut our plexi pieces to go in the new doors. And guess what? I don't know if you guys will be able to see this all that well. Try and hold it up for you in the light like that right there. Y'all can see that right there. Y'all see we got great results on that. And that is with the Amazon laser 20 watts. I turn it around just in case it's not the proper way, so you can actually see it. You can see how good you can see Relentless inside that thing. So, yeah, results came out real nice. I'm loving the way that looks because the whole thing is frosty, and then my letters actually have that outline, and everything is just so nice and crisp. But just to kind of tell you what I ended up having to do, I didn't have to, but I went in and fine-tuned my actual laser itself. There's a knob on the bottom of that diode laser that you can twist. For those that don't know their own lasers, there's a knob that you can twist, and it will make that beam as thin as you can get it. If you can make that beam as thin as you can get it, that means everything is going to be real precise on your edging or engraving. So with that being said, that's what we got. These are the results we got out of that. So I'm happy with that right there. I know once the light hits this right here, I love the way it feels. The engraving feels on it and everything. So that right there is a piece. I don't know, man. I might even cut that right there out, man, and just keep that for a little keychain or use it for the gear shifter or whatever the case may be. Being that I'm saying that, I can actually make my gear shifter piece out of this now with my park, reverse, neutral, drive, and my 3 reverse down to 1 in my gear. So glad I thought about that one. With that said, man, let's move on, man. Usually I have a razor in my pocket. Whether I have one in my pocket today, I do not know. So this is what we gonna do here. Something that we don't usually do. I'm sitting at the desk today. Another thing I gotta actually get in here and do is, these are the key fobs for the car, man. I'm gonna start getting this thing right here jumping, man. I'm glad of where I'm at because I have had some major setbacks on this bill. It has not been an easy year for me, 2021. I will say that, you know. But hey, what's sunshine without a little rain? Nothing will grow. So, in that case, with me saying that, you know, it was just space for me to grow. Long live my dad, long live my sister. The bill on Relentless continues. So, what do we have? And I cut the box without actually showing y'all, you know, the whole cutting. I know y'all like to see the whole cutting process and everything. I actually got a chance to clean the desk up so y'all can actually see me now. What do we have here? We actually ordered this, and if y'all want this part number, I'll put it down in the bottom of the description. But what we have here is, because I started thinking about things when, if y'all saw the video when I put the actual intake on top of the motor, and just to see what I had or whatever the case, man. And I started thinking about things, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Like, where's my throttle cables going to go? My cruise control, all that good stuff. If you have cruise control, I don't know if I'm running cruise control. Mine still has cruise control on it. I may run it, I may not. So, with that being said, man, got my throttle control. Excuse me. I got my throttle control bracket right here. This actually sits between the throttle body and the actual intake. It's metal. Like the way it's designed, and a good thing about it is you see these little pieces right there. I'm guessing it's adjustable. But with that being said, 2 gaskets. So I'll fill y'all in on that in a few minutes, man. But 2 gaskets, as you can see. Little on-screen transition. Yeah. Some bolts. And the extra hardware to go on the side that actually holds the cables. So this is actually what we have here. And I'm guessing this bracket will probably 9 times out of 10. We'll figure this thing out. I'm guessing it goes one way or the other. I don't know. But we will see. I'm guessing it'll probably go either like this, where it can actually snap in from the bottom. Me personally, I'm hoping it goes like this, so the cables can actually snap in from the top. So I don't know. We'll see. The bolt to actually hold it in from the side right there. So these gaskets over here. Just kind of sit this on here and see what we got going on. Okay, so there you go. Right there. I guess it does sit so where your brackets can actually slide in from the top. And what I will do is, on this screw here, I'm just gonna, excuse me, man, like this whole head coat thing, man, I ain't even gonna lie to you, had me like shook, because I'm not used to, I haven't had a head cold or anything the whole year. I had my shots and all, and so on. So let me see if I can find me a little wrench, because I'm gonna need it. Y'all stay tuned. All right, I'm back. Had to run outside, grab my ratchet wrench set, so I can go ahead and get this thing right here together, man. So what we gonna do is take this screw between this, take this bracket, set this bracket like this, and then what we would do from there is, you can see, it has a lock nut on it. So that lock nut that's on the top of it is, I can tell you right now, once this thing It's not supposed to turn so much, but I don't know. We're just gonna take our time, and I brought the sockets as well. Take our time and just kind of tighten this up on there. Or snug it up on there. We ain't gonna tighten it. We tighten it once we get the cable and all that stuff in place, which I may have to order another cable. So definitely, we'll have to see about that as well. But just so I don't waste too much of you guys' time, man, I'm gonna sit here and tighten this thing right here down. Guess it would have been quicker if I just grabbed my 10 and my little ratchet wrench and just get this right here done. So show you how quick we can get that right there out the way. Stay right there. I told you I brought the whole tool bag in. It's in here. All right, so y'all watching that, I might edit that whole part out just to save y'all some time. So shout out to Harbor Freight again. You see it? Little ratchet set. Sit that right there. Hopefully it don't slide and hit the computer. Nice little small mechanism. So now we can, that's how I like working right there. That's how I like to get things going right there. I don't know about y'all. If I can get the tightening things down in an orderly manner. So we just gonna snug this thing right here up. Due to the fact that we do not know where the cable is going yet. So we're just gonna snug this up right here. And I can get it a little bit tighter, I guess, but just showing you how it'll go on there. So you can see that right there slides. And then we can put our gaskets on there. Y'all stay tuned, man, because I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna put the gaskets on there too as well. So stay tuned. All right. Hopefully y'all can see me a little bit. Basically what I'm gonna do, because it came with 2 gaskets, and this gasket right here actually lines up around the rubber gasket that's in there. Basically what I'm going to do is be on the safe side. I've seen reviews on these intakes. Some people say they leak. Others say they don't have a problem with it. Me, I just want to be on the safe side and put this thing here together so I don't have to worry about no leaks. And see where it goes from there. So I'm using this black gasket maker. I'm going around the whole edge, all the way around the screw holes and everything. So now when I do that, I can take one of my gaskets and go ahead and lay that down in place. And the thing about using RTV or gasket maker is usually when it does help hold your gasket in place. So now what you want to do is on top of your gasket, you still gotta lay this down on there. So what I'm gonna do on this, in this case, is I'm just gonna take my RTV, put it right here on my gasket right here. Or not gasket, my bad, my plate. And I'm gonna just go around my plate. So the plate will actually grab the gasket that's already on there, leaving no leaks. And yeah, I'm putting some slightly on the inside diameter of the ring, because there is an O-ring in there, and I just kind of want that to grab that O-ring and all too. This right here is the part where you can kind of double-side it. Go ahead and put you some gasket maker on both sides while you got it in your hand, really, because you're going to have to lay your other gasket right down on top of this. I know I got y'all at a bad angle right now, but once I get this gasket making all on there, man, I'll move y'all back over. I just thought that was gonna be a better angle, but don't turn out to be. So gasket maker. Set that back to the side. What we are going to do is we're going to take our bracket, line it up, try our best to line it up, and our other gasket sitting on top. And hopefully you guys kind of get the idea of where I'm going with all of this right here. And then your gasket maker to your, I know you probably say he used a lot of gasket maker, but you still got to put gasket maker around the top part of your actual other paper seal. That goes on the back of the throttle body. So try to hit all that up like. Your best bet, I ain't even gonna lie to you, like, one thing about putting gasket maker on something, you know, a lot of people like to say, hey, you know, I use this amount, I use that amount. You glob it on there, man, you can always go back with a towel and clean it up, you know what I'm saying, before it starts to dry or whatever the case may be. So now, what I wanna do is I wanna see if I can get everything all lined up now, and then get my throttle body, sit my throttle body on top of that, give me a couple bolts, and start to make my way on finding these actual bolt holes so I can start tightening this thing down. And you can kind of wiggle your screws around just a little bit, even if you gotta lift up on your throttle body just a little, just to see if you got it where it needs to be. If you lift up on it just a little, you can kind of tell, because your screws will fall in place. So, with that being said, man, I'm gonna move y'all back on this side, man. All right, got y'all back on this side. I know y'all can't see right now, but try to lift this intake up as much as possible on my lap so you could actually see what I got going on here. And basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tighten my screws down on the intake. I'm gonna tighten my screws down on the intake right here, and just kind of get them snug before my gasket maker starts to tighten up on me or stiffen up on me. Which it takes a while to dry, but you know, you still want to kind of get those things in there. Y'all probably said, man, why Rich got that long ratchet? I don't even know why I got this long ratchet, to be real with you. But we can go back, and our actual Allen head is a size 5. So now you can kind of, once you get it snug, you can kind of tighten it, start tightening it up with your Allen head. Now, tell you exactly what's gonna happen when you start tightening it up with your Allen head. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna look on the back and you're probably gonna see gasket maker squeezing from between your plates and your throttle body, but that's okay. Like I said, you take your towel, rag, whatever, shop towel, clean it up. So, we got that in there nice and snug. Shout out to, where'd I get these from? Walmart, for these little Allen joints right here. 3 to the set, like $7. Ain't bad for that. So, now, grab you guys for a second. Okay, so, now you can actually see what I was actually doing. Putting my bolts, which you see I got the hex head Allens right there. See how back there, what I was telling you when I say you probably end up seeing a little bit of gasket maker, you know what I'm saying, like squeeze from between your seals and stuff. That's what I was talking about. So if I flip this over on the back, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna see probably more of that. You can see right there where I took the towel to it already. Lay my towel down to the side. We see if we can take a look. There you go. See what I'm saying? So you got gasket maker all on the back of that, on the back side and around the edges of that right there. So I'm gonna take my finger and smooth that out and clean that up, and I'm gonna cut you back on. I give y'all a glimpse of how I went back and I just kind of cleaned it up some, man. The rest of it, I'm gonna let it just set on there, man, and just make sure I get all my little spots. Like, see, it's a little spot right there in the corner. You feel me? Like, I just make sure I get all those closed off. Right there. So, you get the stuff like that. I had to cut the camera back on, man. Try to go all the way around it. Got some dust and all sitting on it because I had it sitting to the side or whatever the case may be. But, there you have it right there, man. Got that plate on there. Now, throttle cable plate on there now. So, we good to go. Got some place to mount that throttle cable. Another thing I meant to do is I meant to get a 180 on this right here. But I might just leave it just like that right there and just run it back under the bottom of the intake for my actual fuel line on that right there, running into the front, and that'll run back to my regulator on that right there. But I'll show y'all all that when I get ready to hook up the fuel regulator and all that other good stuff. These injectors right here, these truck injectors, you see I got the wires. Thinking about wiring those in there, just putting plugs on them. I don't know. I got my old intake in here, so I'm gonna take the injectors off those and see what's what. And let's see what we got here. You can see, just see what kind of injectors they are. Look on this side right here, right there. So you can look them up. I forgot how much PSI they say they put out, but that's why I was thinking about wiring them up in there. But I Google that and probably put that down in the description, and then I'll tell you why I got these actual injectors right here off of. And the reason I did this was because see how my actual brackets right there. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of modifying, or I'm gonna have to turn this around and let it face outwards. Back up a little bit. I'm gonna have to turn this around and let it face the other way. Cause me letting it face this way right here is not going under. So that's all I got left on that right there. That should be pretty much it, man. Glad I got that plate on there, man. Glad I got the laser set up right. So I'm gonna get to cutting some things. Yeah, now so we got the laser set up right. We got the throttle body plate on there for our throttle gaskets, or throttle cables, my bad. I said throttle gasket, throttle cables. So we should be pretty much good to go, man, on everything. So I can go outside, and I really need to cut this acrylic that I got so I can go ahead and start making these plates to go inside the doors. But one thing I need to do is I need to cut the back of the door, make some measurements so I can make proper cuts. That way I can measure my whole design whenever I put it inside my, you see it, I'm making it in Photoshop. I can put it inside Photoshop. I can rasterize it, vectorize it, whatever you want to call it, man. Black and white it, get the highest quality I can get out of it, and then send the work job over to my Gerbil laser program, and then I can start getting stuff cut out on the laser. But until then, man, when I get to cutting this plexi or whatever, because I really don't feel like going outside today, you know, I cut you back on, man, and then I'll show you how I'm gonna cut the back of the doors out, so I'll be able to get my plexi in there. Then I pull my actual table out, cutting table out, or table saw out, and then I'll cut this acrylic so I can go ahead and start marking some of these relentless signs up so they can go off in the back of the door. But until then, man, y'all stay tuned, man. I know this video right here, I didn't have much going on in it, man, but much support, man. I thank y'all again, man, for following your boy, man. And if I teach you something, man, get down in the comments, man, and tell me what you learned, or whatever the case may be. If I didn't teach you anything, you new to the channel, whatever the case may be, if you need to learn something about the LS swaps or some product or whatever the case may be, you got a question about it, man, just let me know, man. You know what it is, man. Your boy Rich _ everything with an A on Instagram. And I'd like y'all to get down there and mess with them buttons for a little bit, man. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell for post notification, man. And follow your boy on Instagram, because a whole lot of get dropped over there, man. And stay tuned for that behind the lens. You know what I'm saying? I won't quite say in and out customs, but just a little work that I had going on when I was with In and Out Customs. So yeah, I'm out.